Christina Stainbrook, this is me. And we're going to talk about effective use of social media. Effective to me means getting the right stuff out there at the right times, and maybe spending a little less time on your phone, hanging out a little more with your wife, versus, oh my Lance. I'm going to kick it off the stage. All right, I was going to tell you a story. Do you like stories? It's a really short one. I was talking to my son, and he likes to play on the iPad, which that's pretty much what they do these days. He loves the iPad, he loves watching YouTube, he likes playing Minecraft, all kinds of stuff. I try to limit it to like an hour a day, or if I don't feel like waking up, hey, you can play the iPad for a while, we sleep. And usually then it's pretty much done after that. And he is always asking, Mom, can I go get on the iPad? And I'm like, you never get to go on the iPad again. You get it once a day. And I was like, here's why. Because he's always like, why can't I be on the iPad all day? I like the iPad. Well, of course you do. Well, the reason why is because your brain will rot out. Like, we all know that, right? And I was like, so you know when Daddy's cleaning your ears and that stuff on the Q-tip? That's brain rot. Like, that's because you were on the iPad too much today. We can always tell when you've been on the iPad too much because you got an extra brain rot in your ear. And he goes, Mom, that is earwax. If it was brain rot, if you're on your phone so much, you wouldn't have a brain anymore. He's 4. He's already got me, okay. So I think that we should, like, we all kind of want to try to find ways to spend a little less time on the phone, even though we really, really, really like them. Like, she has mine right now, and like, I think I'm going to have a panic attack before the whole thing is over because I can't, like, it's not right here. So if I keep asking where my phone is, just remind me that she has it. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to manage your time a little better on social media, so you're not hanging out on Facebook all day, and then you're not trying to find the best times to, make Scentsy posts. You're not afraid you're going to miss somebody posting something awesome, and you're not afraid of missing out on anything. But first of all, we're going to talk about what to post. What kinds of things are going to get you the best results, so you're not having to post a ton of things all the time to try to get better results. So first of all, we're going to kind of talk about, I decided to tie it into like Scentsy's core value kind of things because that's really easy to do with almost everything. So simplicity, authenticity, generosity. We're going to talk about keeping your posts authentic and simple and generous, etc. So first of all, we're going to talk about authenticity and what you should post. First of all, you don't want to be a copycat. So you don't want to copy and paste everyone's posts all the time. I know it's really easy, but that's not you. That's not you. Your customers love you. There's a reason why your customers buy from you and not anyone else in this room. There's a reason why they buy from you. They love you. They know you. They meet you. They know your story. They feel really compelled by you. They know you. So don't be so afraid to post your own post from your heart. I don't care if it's not as eloquently worded as so-and-so's or it doesn't say the same thing as this person's over here. Just make it come from your heart. So if you earned a free trip and so-and-so earned a free trip, you don't have to copy and paste their post. Your friends want to know why you're excited about it. So make sure that your posts are always from your heart, always from you. Don't copy and paste people. Just take a little extra time and write your own post from your heart. Be authentic, be yourself, because there's a reason why your customers are yours, not theirs. They like you. Spelling and grammar. That's pretty much all I have to say. Just be careful, unless you are known for how cutely you misspell all your words and say things wrong. If that's you, I do have a friend like that, and if she copied and pasted someone's post, I would know. So if that is you, be yourself. I do know some people like that, they pull it off flawlessly, and people love them for it because they're cute. And, but people know when you're not being yourself. So try to make your posts nice. I see people all the time who will just post a big run-on sentence of like 5 words and somehow it still doesn't make sense. And it's just not effective. You want to take a little time on your Scentsy posts. Make them purposeful, make them authentic, make them yourself. And try to spell things nicely. Live and share your business. So much easier when it's up there. Like a scroll. Sorry. So you want to make sure that you're living and sharing your business. Authenticity has a lot to do with your Scentsy story and why Scentsy is important to you. People want to know why do you use Scentsy instead of candles? Why do you use Scentsy instead of other things that you put in things? People want to know why you do it. So make sure that when you're posting things about Scentsy, you're posting things about you using Scentsy. It's okay to post a picture of a warmer that you found on your website. Even Scentsy's marketing kits, they put those out every month. They just put out the one for the diffuser, and they're really great photos. It's okay to post those before you have your own photos. But once you get that diffuser in the mail, all of you need to be posting pictures of yourself using the diffuser, using the products. Your friends want to see them in action. They want to see you using them. They want to see why they're important to you. So you're going to show them how you're using them. So make sure that, I don't care if you're loading a load of laundry. Wash your whip selfie. I don't care what you do. Just make sure that it's you. It's authentically you using these products, because then they're going to know that you use washer whips. They're like, why do I want to use washer whips? She's using them, things like that. So I don't care if you are spraying. Okay, no, don't take pictures of that. Hold on. You want to show Scentsy in your life at any time you can. So if you're if you are changing the scent circle in your car on the way to soccer practice, take a picture of all of them, in the car. Our car smells awesome now. Take those kinds of pictures. People want to see Scentsy in your life, not just static Scentsy photos on your newsfeed. People are scrolling that stuff, I promise. And the more they scroll, the more Facebook hides your posts. So you really want to keep those authentic pictures, because if it's got your face in it, or if it's got something that they know about you, like your child or your dog, if you just decided to, sit your dog down and pull all your Scentsy products by it every time, I don't care. People like your dog, they're going to like that. So just anything that's going to get you more likes, more interaction, because people just like you. They like you. They're buying from you for a reason. They want to see you using your Scentsy products. And they want to see your Scentsy story played out in front of them. So the more times that you can post authentic pictures of you using Scentsy and authentic pictures of your Scentsy experience, the more interaction you're going to get on all of them, no matter what. And then Facebook's not going to hide your posts as much, because they're like, people like this stuff, I'm going to keep showing it. Because they want people interacting on Facebook. So the more that you do that, the more you're going to get interaction, and the more stuff is going to show up in your friends' feeds. So you want to make sure that you're being yourself. Don't be so scared to show your face. Everybody knows what you look like. They know what you look like without makeup. They don't care if there's spit up on your shirt. You guys have to show your face more. Everybody loves you. Don't be so scared of it. You're amazing. People love you for a reason, and you just need to own it. So take your own pictures. Most of my YouTube videos are 3 days without a shower and no makeup. I don't care. Everybody sees me that way in real life, so that's just how I am. So make sure that you're just showing your true self. I don't care if you want to dress up for your photos and your videos, go for it. But I just don't have time for that kind of stuff. So just be yourself. Your friends love you for who you are. Wake up, computer. Okay, and then vary your posts between professional and personal. You don't want all your posts to be Scentsy, especially if you're not doing authentic pictures. If you're just posting photos all the time, you do not want to be posting those all the time. People are going to hide you. They don't want to see any of that. But if you're posting cute pictures of you using Scentsy in your everyday life, they're not going to hide your cute face or your cute dog or your kid. They're not going to hide any of that. They're going to like that kind of stuff. So make sure that you're posting those kinds of things, because they're going to get so much more interaction than a post that you got out of a flyer group or things like that, or a post that somebody else posted that you copied and pasted. You want your own stuff. Make your own content. And it's going to share your story. It's going to attract people to you, and people are going to like it. So those are the kinds of things you want to post as far as authenticity. And then find your own personal, flavor for your social media. Think about your friends. Think about how you know them, or what a lot of you guys have in common. Or at least, every so often post kind of geared towards this group of your friends and this group of your friends. A lot of my friends are Hanson fans. So if I went to a Hanson concert, I'll dress up in my Scentsy gear. If I take a picture, #Hanson selfie, whatever. And then that's going to get a lot of interaction from those kinds of people. And they're going to be like, what is this Scentsy thing? I already know what Hanson is. So you're going to be able to draw those kinds of groups into your photos by posting those kinds of things. So if you're going to take a picture of, your dog with a towel that he peed on that you washed in the washer with, it smells good now. You're going to #Great Dane, and then you're going to get all these people, especially if you're posting these kinds of things on Instagram, those hashtags, #Hanson, #Great Dane, #MyCrazyKid. Well, that's not a really good hashtag, that's a bad hashtag. #3Nature, or #ToddlerMom, or #FirstTimeMom, or just something that's going on in those photos. You're gonna find new people finding your photos that aren't Scentsy people. If you #Scentsy, who's finding your photos? Scentsy people. Exactly. What's the point? Not that I don't want you guys finding my stuff, but I do hashtag it for another reason. I'll tell you why. But if you're gonna hashtag stuff, hashtag other things that are going on in the photos. If you took a picture of yourself outside with Scentsy somehow hanging out on the blanket with you, whatever you did. #Sunny day. #Autumn. #, hashtag what's going on. You don't want to be hashtagging Scentsy all the time. Don't hashtag things that people aren't that interested in. You want people to find you. So especially if it's Instagram or Twitter or something like that that's public, you want to hashtag the right kinds of things, because what's going to happen is, if I'm going to hashtag Hanson, or I'm going to hashtag pizza, but it smells like Clean Breeze in here, or hashtag whatever you hashtag, someone else is going to post a photo completely unrelated to yours, hashtag Great Dane. They're going to click it, and what are they going to see? They're going to see your hashtag Great Dane, he peed on this towel photo. And they're going to be like, oh, I can never get that smell out of my towels, and you get that out of yours. Awesome, tell me more about this. So you're going to meet new customers based on your interests. So being authentic is going to give you more reasons to connect with people who have those same interests. So if you're going to use Scentsy out and about, you want to hashtag the right kinds of things. Does everybody know what a hashtag is?
No.
It's like, wait a minute, I'm talking about this thing. Hashtag, it's basically like an email subject line. It's going to tell people what this is about. It's going to categorize your photo into a list of other things. Hashtag, it's the pound sign. So whenever you see people pound signing things and then all the words are stuck together, that's a hashtag. Really, really long ones are not very effective, although they might be funny. You want those single word subject hashtags. Hashtag the subject of the photo. Hashtag, so like if you took a picture of a Scentsy bar and a turkey, you'd hashtag turkey, hashtag Scentsy bar maybe. Or you'd hashtag something that, describes the scent. So if it's Clean Breeze, hashtag laundry day, or hashtag, dry dog, or what is it when you put your clothes outside? Line dry. Like hashtag clothesline, hashtag, fresh, hashtag things that describe the photo. Because that's how things are found on a lot of social media, is through those hashtags. It basically tells the search engine what your photo is about, and that way people can find it. So it's like a search word.
Do you do that on like Instagram?
I do it on Instagram, yeah, and then I always have my photos on Instagram automatically shared to Facebook. But anything, it has to be public to be found. Instagram for me is always public, my Facebook is not, so new customers are not going to find me on Facebook with hashtags unless my post is public. So don't be afraid to hashtag stuff. It's not going to, you won't have weirdos on Facebook finding it unless that post is public. Instagram I do keep it's always public, so any hashtags people can't find me. But then I block creeps. But I hashtag everything. Keep it small, you don't want a whole lot of hashtags. You don't want to be like 30 hashtags. Like that's just, no, that adds too many words, people are going to scroll, and they're going to be really annoying. But I'll talk about, remind me to tell you about hashtags on Instagram a little bit later. It's tied in really well later, but I just never know how I'm going to go. So we'll see what happens. If I don't tell you, ask me. But we're going to talk about keeping your post simple. So authenticity, simplicity, keeping your post simple. Those big posts with novels of things to read, with pictures of novels to things to read on them, no one's going to read those. The only people that are reading those are consultants who are like, this is amazing, I'm going to copy and paste that, and then nobody's getting any results because nobody's reading any of them. We think some stuff is really cool that other people really don't like. So you really want to think about your customer. Think about your friends who are scrolling the feed on the toilet. How long do they have to read? And how fast are they scrolling? You want something that gets them right away. So you're going to think about keeping your posts as simple as possible. No more novels, no more life stories, unless it's really geared towards someone who really wants to read that. You want to keep them simple. And the ways that you can keep it simple is to state 3 key points. You're going to excite them, you're going to explain to them, and you're going to encourage action. So 3 E's: excite, explain, and encourage action. Spelled nicely. Just kidding. So first of all, you're going to excite them. You're going to try to get them really excited about the post somehow. I don't care. Like, I use holy crap a lot. You guys can do something different. You can say, wow, or sup guys, or OMG, or anything. I don't care what it is. Just get them excited, but, be authentic. So if you don't normally say OMG and totes my goats and stuff, I wouldn't do that to get people to follow unless they're like, she's posting drunk again. So you really want to make it authentic to yourself. I don't care if it's like, I don't know, I usually do holy crap and then like a pizza icon or emoji, use some emojis, just make it flavorful. That works for me, but my friends also know I'm crazy. Or you can be like, seriously, or guys, you can't miss this, or guess what Scentsy just announced. Things like that excite them right away, and they want to go from, what did Scentsy just announce, or why is she holy crapping pizza? I need to know what's going on right now. And then you want to explain quickly, in like a sentence, maybe 2, not run-on, spelled right, sentence or 2, why you're so darn excited. So, and then you're going to encourage action. An example of this post would be, holy crap, pizza sign, guys! Scentsy is only $49 to join this month. And then you're going to say, click like if you want more info. You don't need to tell them why joining Scentsy is the coolest thing ever. You don't need a whole novel about everything that Scentsy's ever done for you. If you're going to do that, make it one sentence on another photo or another post, but don't keep that all in one post because they're going to just scroll up. Keep scrolling. So you want to keep your posts simple, keep them exciting, keep them authentic. A really great post would be like, if you posted that and post a picture of yourself holding the stuff that comes in that kit without having to really explain that that's what that is. Just something that grabs them towards the post. Excite them, explain to them, and then encourage an action out of them. One thing I like to do to encourage action, like say I'm making samples, post a picture of myself making samples, or post a pile of awesome samples, like Baba Honey, and I want to get rid of all of them. So I'm going to sample the poop out of that one, and I really want a lot of people to take these from me. So I'm going to write, Guava Honey smells like heaven, exclamation point. If anybody loves it, I have so many with your name on them for free. Just kidding. I love everything. It's just not a good time for me to fall in love with stuff right now. So, Guava Honey, so amazing! Exclamation point. And then you're going to explain what's going on. Guys, I'm sending samples. Anybody who wants them. Encourage action. One way I like to encourage action is Google Documents forms. Has anybody used a Google form before? I love Google Forms. It's like when you're at the grocery store and you give someone a sample, they're never going to call you. You want to get their information back in some way. You can ask them for their business card, or what I like to do is I carry those drawing slips with me, and I hand them on. I'm like, hey, at the end of the month, anyone I hand the sample to, I put them in a drawing for a free plugin. So they're going to give you their info. They like free stuff. So now you have a reason to call them. You want to do the same thing online. You want them to give you their info for some reason. Free stuff's a really great way to do it, and we get to give out samples for free. So I'm going to say, Guava Honey samples, got 1 million. I need you to take them from me, and then you're going to say, fill out this form with your info. Sidetrack. I'm going to tell you what to put on this form, because it's going to change your life. And then, I kicked over my water anyway. You knew I was going to do that. I'm sorry, guys. I just wiggle around. I don't care what I'm doing. So, Google Forms. If you don't know how to make a Google form, Google, how do I make a Google form? Or YouTube. They got stuff on there too. There's a lot of resources on the internet to teach you guys how to use some of these tools. I'm just going to kind of give you the tools, but due diligence, go to Google, Google it. How do I use that tool? I'm going to give you as much info as I can in the short amount of time we have, but some of that's going to be do your homework a little bit on that. But Google Forms are really great. You make a form that people can fill out. It gives you all the responses. It tells you everything that they said. And so what I do on my Google form, name, email, all the standard contact info I want from them. Anything you want, just ask it. They're going to fill it out. For some reason, they do all of it. It's really cool. People really like filling out forms for free stuff. And then what I do, and this has changed my business. This is not even associated with this topic, but you're going to like it. Google has the option of doing scaled forms. So that, or scaled, you can say 1 to 10, this. So whatever that's called, 1 to 10, that's a thing you can do. And so I always say 1 to 10, and they get to choose 1 to 10. How interested are you in earning free Scentsy products? And then the next one, how interested are you in making a little extra money? How interested are you in auto-shipping Scentsy products? Anything you feel like asking. Would you like a catalog? Would you like information on joining my team? 1 to 10, scale 1 to 10, because most people are not going to put a 0 or a 1, because they're nice. And if they do, then you know that they're just not interested at all. But most people have some level of interest in some of those things. And the nice thing is, if they put like a 4 on, would you like more information about joining my team? You can be like, so why was that number not lower? Which really throws them through a loop. Because you could say, how can I make that number higher? And they could be like, you can leave me alone. It'd be the best way to make that number higher. But if you ask, why was that number not lower? And that's when they're going to start telling you, well, because I could probably use a little extra money. Or, well, I've been looking for something to do. I just don't really know if Scentsy's what it is. And they're going to start giving you their why on accident. They're going to start giving you all the reasons why obviously Scentsy's a good choice for them. always ask them, why was that number not lower? Why didn't you give me a 0? Why aren't you totally not interested? So on all 3 of those, it's a great way to open the conversation about joining and hosting and VIP programs or anything like that.
What was the third one? Free stuff.
Catalog.
Oh, I always do free stuff, joining my team, and then I do, I was doing the consultant loyalty program, like information on, getting things auto-shipped. That one really didn't get a lot of interest, so if you just kept it to the first 2, it'd totally be okay. Just learn from me. It's still on there, but I should probably take it off. And then sometimes I do check boxes, like, would you like for me to send you a catalog with your sample? Would you like, other kinds of stuff? Sometimes, if it's like, I'm just sending samples, I will ask them things like, what kinds of scents do you like? Or, do you like candles? Like, what are your favorite kinds of things to do? People love forms. They're going to fill it all out. And that's not even effective social media. I just really like that topic. So, anyway, Google Forms. If you don't know how to use them, Google it. It's a really, really great tool. But again, that's encouraging action. So, keep it simple. Excite them. Explain to them, encourage the action that you want. Clicking like for more info is probably one of the best ways to do it. Yep, you post the link. Yep, it generates a link to, you see a spreadsheet when you log in, but when they log in, it's a cute form. Like, you can pick the template, and it's really, really adorable, pink and stuff, and whatever you want it to look like, or it can look any way you want. And that's what they're going to see with a link. Yep. So keep it simple, excite, encourage action. No, excite, explain, encourage action. And keep your hashtags simple and purposeful. You don't want 20 hashtags in one sentence post. So make sure that all of your hashtags are purposeful. If you are on Instagram, maybe pick 3 of your favorite hashtags, put them in the main post, and then obviously have that automatically shared to your Facebook. But in the comments, you can put hundreds of hashtags that aren't showing up to your friends, which is really cool because even putting them in the comments gets them into the search engines in Instagram. I put most of my hashtags in the comments because people don't really see them, but they're still targeting the right audiences. So especially if I'm putting hashtags that aren't necessarily related to the photo, like New Zealand or different countries that we're in and things like that, those can all go in the comments. So that way it's not showing up on your Facebook feed that you're obviously trying to get some business from all these other places and stuff. It's just showing your 3 main hashtags, and then in the comments you can put 100 more if you want.
How much return from the hashtags do you get?
It just depends.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where you have a month where 1,000 people are, not 1,000, literally that'd be awesome, right? Where you'll have more people messaging you or commenting on your photos, and then you might go a few months where nobody does.
Okay.
It really you can just change up your hashtags, reach different things, and just try a few things out until you find what's being used the most. The nice thing about Instagram is as you're typing a hashtag, it tells you how many posts there are with that hashtag. The more there are, the more likely people are going to find yours. If there's only 2 posts with that hashtag, no one's going to find you. It's probably something you posted a couple years ago with the same hashtag. So I would just, as you're typing the hashtag, you'll see how many people are using that one. I like Instagram. If anyone can tell, it's one of my favorite tools. And YouTube. YouTube doesn't do tags as much, but it does, you can tag it, but it's not a hashtag. You just basically tell them what the video is about. All right, next is being generous. This one's kind of basic, and it's kind of a abstract idea. But being generous with your content, so if you're making videos, which I like to make videos, I like to make videos that are helpful to people. Consultants, customers, I don't care who you are, I want to make a helpful video. I used YouTube a lot when I was new, and that's how I learned a lot of what I did. So I wanted to make videos for other people to be able to learn how to do Scentsy really fun. So I make a lot of videos for other consultants, purely for no gain, but I'm just going to be honest with you. Making generous, nice videos and things that pour back into our community does get you found sometimes by people who aren't Scentsy consultants. Sometimes people are just looking for sponsors. Some people just know, I want a sponsor shop. I like Scentsy. I don't know who I want to join under. I want to find somebody with my personality. And they're going to go search Scentsy on YouTube because they want to see you in action. And they're going to watch you helping your team, or they're going to watch you making these nice videos for other consultants, or they're going to watch you cleaning up stuff out of your carpet. They're going to watch you doing all kinds of fun stuff. And then they're going to find somebody who matches their personality and potentially join under them. So always put yourself out there, because there's always somebody who's going to match your story. Somebody might find me and go, she is way too crazy for me, and she makes really weird videos, and she doesn't wear makeup, I don't like her. And so they're going to go to the next Scentsy consultant and find somebody else. But a lot of times people do like that I don't wear makeup or shower for my videos. It's kind of my thing. So just find your thing and be yourself, and someone's going to be drawn to that. And you just never know when you're gonna run across somebody who doesn't know what Scentsy is. The nice thing about those hashtags and things like that, when you're using topics that aren't Scentsy, it's ridiculous how many people have no idea what Scentsy is out there. It's because you're using Scentsy, you're finding people who know what Scentsy is. If you use the ones that don't have anything to do with Scentsy, you're going to find all these people who have no idea what Scentsy is. How many times have you found people in this hotel alone who have no idea what Scentsy is? Like a million. Nobody knows what this is. It's crazy. So there's no way to say that there's not enough people out there for everyone. You just got to find the right people. So now we're going to talk about tools. Cool? Ready for tools. This is going to be a lot of writing stuff if you like to write stuff. If you don't like what I'm saying, sorry. I'm going to tell you about the tools that I like to use to manage my time online and to create my content. So we're going to talk about time management tools first, pretty much most of the time. There's a few of them. There's one called Hootsuite, Hootsuite. I do not use this one. I just thought I'd bring it to the table as an option. I know a lot of people who do. It's really great for like scheduling posts or making posts go on all of your social media accounts separately without you having to, copy and paste to Twitter, copy and paste to Instagram, copy and paste to this, and things like that. So it's going to help you get everything posted all at once to one place. But a lot of apps do that. One thing I like, my favorite app is the Buffer app, Buffer. Buffer is a great way to schedule your posts at the right times. The best times to post to Facebook are between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. In the middle of the night, when you have a great idea, I wouldn't post it. I put it in something like a Buffer app. The Buffer app, basically you tell it what times that you want it to always post for you. Yes. Buffer. Just Buffer. Yep. And it's an app for your phone. I like apps for my phone. I use my phone almost exclusively for my business. So Buffer app is really great. So you want to schedule your posts between those times and make sure that they're going out at those times. So that way, if you have a lot of ideas, or say you sat down in the morning and you want to create all your posts for the whole day because you don't want to be on Facebook anymore, you can put all of them into the Buffer app, and it's going to post them at the right prime times of the day. So anything that you think you're going to post that day, you can put it all out there like that. And everyone's like, how much would you post on Facebook? Like 2 or 3 times a day? And I'm like, 15 to 20? I'm not joking. I post a lot on Facebook because most of your posts are only being seen by like 3 to 10% of your Facebook feed. So if you don't post several times, you're missing a lot of the people in your feed. So I post several times. Nobody's ever told me I post too much. So there's that. Yes.
Are you posting to a separate account for your business, or are you solely posting?
I do it to my Facebook profile most of the time. I do have a Facebook page. I use Buffer to automatically post a lot of posts to my Facebook page, but I focus on my profile. I don't ever actually personally update my Facebook page, but if anyone went to it right now, they'd see posts all day, every day for the last weeks. I don't actually do those, and I'll tell you how that happens. But yeah, Buffer app's a great way to post them to that and post them to your own Facebook profile as well. But the one that I use the most for that is called If This Then That, and it's IFTTT. And that is on your phone as well. I like to, they basically use this thing called recipes. I usually set them all up on my computer just because sometimes doing that much work is really nice to do on a computer screen, but you can do it from your phone. But it's called If This Then That. And what this app does is magic. If this happens, do this for me. So you can tell it things like, if I change my Facebook profile photo, please change my photo on all of my other social media accounts. So you can have it change all your photos on Twitter, all your photos on, anywhere you want to change your photo. It'll change them all in those places. My other favorite thing to do is I can say, if Scentsy posts a picture to Instagram, please share that to my Facebook page. Or I say, please send that to my Buffer. And it'll put it in Buffer at a right time, and it'll post it later. So you can, it's crazy, the internet's really cool. But this is the kind of things that are gonna keep you off your phone. You're gonna be able to get all this done for you automatically so that you're not hoping you're not missing a thing from Scentsy. You don't have to stalk your page because you're gonna already be posting it. It's funny how much stuff I post without knowing that I did it. And I'm like, wait, Scentsy said what? And they're like, you posted about it earlier. I'm like, you're right, they did do that. Thank you, Buffer. So I always do it. If this, then that. If Scentsy posts a photo to Instagram, post it to my page automatically, yes. Yeah, it shares it like it's from Scentsy. Yeah, which I like because I like to keep credit to, you know, Scentsy posted this, not me. But yeah, it shares it like a link to Scentsy, but it can say, what do you want the text of your post to say? And you can say, I want it to say, if you need anything, here's my website, or contact me and my website. And then it'll put that at the top of all the posts, and then it'll post the text that Scentsy posted. So it's kind of nice. It shares it with your info if you wanted to. You can have it do whatever you want. There's all kinds of different, you can tweak it, play with it, see what it does. But I like to do, if Scentsy posts something on their Facebook page, please share that link to my page also. And then you can say, if I post on my Facebook page, please automatically share that to my Facebook profile. So you can have this all doing it for you. You don't even have to touch it. Yes? I use my profile. That's where my friends are. I use my Facebook profile the most. A group is more effective than a page, probably, but it's not going to be found by strangers as much. It's going to be a very deliberate addition of your already current customers. A page has more options to potentially be seen by other people. But as far as reaching people that you don't know, Instagram and YouTube, I feel like are my biggest two. And then anytime I do use the hashtag Scentsy on my Instagram. This is why, because I say, if I post a photo to Instagram with the hashtag Scentsy, automatically share that photo to Twitter and Facebook, but into my buffer, and then do it that way. So I always have it go to my buffer so that my posts are always a certain number of times apart, because if I'm posting something at the same time that Scentsy is and I don't realize it, it just clutters everything. So it's kind of nice to have everything, you know, maybe an hour apart at weird random times of the day. Yes?
Apps you're talking about, are they free?
Maybe. I think most of them are. I pay for apps mostly because, hey, business write-off, and I use them so much it's worth it. So don't be afraid to pay for an app. Just don't be afraid. You buy, I mean, I figure, you know, if it costs less than a meal at Panera Bread, it's probably all right. Because you're going to go eat your money or use your money for your business, whatever you want to do. So there's some, what was your question?
So you're saying that with if then that, or if...
Yeah, IFTTT.
Yeah, IFTTT. You told it to go to your buffer, which is your buffer app.
Yeah, my buffer app. Yeah, they work together really great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you can say, if this, then that, post this to my Facebook profile. Or you can say, if this, then that, post this to buffer. And buffer knows where to send all that stuff, because you've already done it in there. And buffer's great for scheduling. If this, then that does things immediately. Does that make sense? So if you just want it to go right away, don't send it to your buffer app. But if you want it to be something that is slowly integrated into your page, send it to your buffer app. That's why I use those two the most, because they go really well together. So those are my favorite two. The nice thing is too, if this, then that, we'll do things like, it can post things at certain times of day. So if you want something to always happen at one time of day on a weekday, you can say, if it's 8 a.m. on a Monday, please post, it's Motivational Monday on my team page with some sort of a quote or something. And you can have it do that every Monday. Or you can do just 6 minutes, 10, okay. I have really bad eyes. There's a certain number of minutes left. Maybe a surprise. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you can tell it to do certain things. There's certain times of day. Once you get onto if this and that, you're like, it can do what? Like if some of you have like home, this is not even Scentsy related. If you have like home security systems, sometimes you can set it to like send you stuff if something happens with this and that to a text message, and if it sends you a text, it does this. Like it's really crazy. You can do a lot with this. So you can do a lot of things like if so-and-so posts, like if Scentsy Barman posts it to this automatically. So I do a lot of things automatically so that I don't have to have my phone in my face all day and I don't get brain rot. So try to get it automated as much as possible. That way you can say, okay, I do want to be posting authentic things about Scentsy, but I just, I can't do 15 times a day. Like take pictures all day as you're just living your life. And then the next morning be like, all right, coffee time, setting up my post for the day, and spend an hour in the morning scheduling all of your posts for the day, and then you get to close your laptop. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Like your Facebook is going to get updated for you all day long. Your friends are going to get engaged. They're going to like stuff, and then maybe at night before you go to bed, you go back and check, and you answer all the questions, and you message all the people who liked, and you run it that way. That way you're not on it all day. Yes, I did it. Okay, another one is Tiny Torch. This one I only use for Facebook parties. It's computer only, it's not for your phone, so you do have to get a computer, which is why I don't use it for anything else but that. You can actually set up auto posts to events, and you can save posts that you've made before. So if there's a certain way you run your Facebook parties, like every time, you can save all of those posts into Tiny Torch, and then you can draw them out whenever you want to for a party. So if you have a Facebook party on, a week from today, you can say, okay, Monday post this, Tuesday post this, Wednesday post this, Thursday post this, Friday post this. On the day of the event, at this time, post these posts at these times. And that way, you can just jump right into that event. You don't have to worry about copy and pasting all your content and worrying about where your stuff is and then your computer crashing halfway through. It's literally posting it for you. You could do it from your phone while your computer's posting for you. So you could just go hop on your phone in front of, Pretty Little Liars and just do your Facebook event without having to copy and paste. It's like, I know guys, it's bad, it's really bad. And you can just have it already do it for you. So that way you don't have to worry about copy paste. Oh crap, where did I put all that stuff? Oh man, I lost my images. It's already stored in there and it just schedules it for you. That way you can interact with the guests more instead of worrying about posting as much. So it's already doing it for you. That one's another one, Google how do I use Tiny Torch. It's a really great tool for Facebook parties. And it will post automatically to events or groups, which is ridiculous. So, and then as far as content creation, this is our last segment before we can just, if there's questions, you guys have nothing else to do today until awards night. I feel really honored that you're the last thing that you're doing on our reunion is hanging out with me. Content creation, my favorite stuff are photos. Making my own photos or adding text to photos and things like that. I like Rana Designs. It's called Rana Designs. I know it's on the Apple products, but it may not be on the others, and I apologize. It's RHONNA Designs. It is now? Okay. RHONNA Designs. It makes things really, really cute and just adorable. So if you want things to look cute and professional, it's a really great way to do that as well. RHONNA and then Designs. And then the next one I like to use is Word Swag. A lot of people use Word Swag. Word Swag. And I don't know if Android has that one yet, but they do have something comparable. I don't know what the name of it is, but if anybody knows. But Word Swag, it's really great for like subway kind of art. It's really cute. And then I use Pic Collage for collages. So if I need to put a lot of photos together, like a sequence of things for, teaching someone how to change a cotton ball wax thing and just collages. Sometimes you need them. So I use Pic Collage for that. I use that to do shout outs on my team page and things like that because it just makes them really cute. So Pic Collage, P-I-C Collage. This is not even on that slide, I'm just saying this stuff. It's fun. And then if you're on a computer most of the time, PicMonkey. If you don't have fancy editing software, PicMonkey is a really good program for that. PIC Monkey. Creating Facebook cover photos. Really great program for creating Facebook cover photos, especially if you want a different one for every event that you do, or however you like to run your business. It's a really great one for creating your own images on the computer without having to have fancy programs. It's really nice. Yeah, it's free for some of it, but you can pay a subscription fee to have the full package, and it's worth it. It's a really great program, especially if you're new at creating stuff. It's really, really nice, and it's really user friendly. For videos, obviously YouTube. I like YouTube. They have a capture app that's really great for putting several videos together in one. But for making videos, my absolute all-time favorite app is the Replay app. Replay. It's just called Replay, probably in the store. It makes everything really cute with really great words and really great transitions. It just makes them look really, really professional. And you can add music and you can cut your stuff up and move things around. Really user-friendly and super easy to use. Replay. And I think it is $10 for the full version, but again, you're paying more for a sandwich somewhere. It's worth it. It's a business write-off, and you're going to use it a lot once you get to know it. Replay is great for making videos, and you can make them really short, you can make them really long, it doesn't really matter. I always say for videos, keep them to 3 to 7 minutes max. You don't want a 20-minute video on why Scentsy is really, really cool, because people who think it's cool are going to watch the whole thing, people who don't know anything about it aren't going to watch the whole thing. So keep it 3 to 7 minutes, keep your videos short. And then you can use things like iMovie and Windows Movie Maker and stuff like that too. They do a great job. And then another one for the iPad or the iPhone I like, which I'm sorry, I don't know anything about other things. Video Shop. Video Shop is really great as well for transitions, adding music, and it helps, you can actually cut clips really easily with it. So if you're putting a lot of videos together, it's really a nice way to do that. It's called Video Shop. Video Shop. And that's it. Does anybody have any questions about stuff? Oh, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Yes. Yes, sorry. I try to do that and then I get excited to answer the question and forget. Yes. I was supposed to, also, that question was, can you repeat the questions? Yes, I can. No, I can't, obviously. I was supposed to do what? I did it. I did it, right, with the comments. Yeah. Instagram, put like 3 hashtags in the main post, but in the comments you can put 1 million if you want to. Yeah. Does your privacy setting affect hashtags? Absolutely. If your Facebook profile is private, hashtags will not do you any good on Facebook. They're really good for people who, they'll do really good in groups. It's a great way to find things in groups and search for things in groups. But as far as finding new customers from Facebook, they're not going to find you if your profile is private. But on Instagram, you can. They cannot. No, if it's public, it's always got to be public. One thing too, if you're making Scentsy posts, don't be afraid to make those public. It's okay if you keep your kids' posts and stuff like that private, but don't be afraid to make a Scentsy post public, because guess what happens? If your customer likes it, everyone that she knows sees that she likes it. And guess who needs some Scentsy? Her friends. Yeah, right, way back there real fast. Yeah, replays on a phone. Almost everything I use is on my phone because I hate my computer. It's obviously doing some really great stuff today. Yes. I do like Periscope. I just used it for the first time a couple days ago. It's really cool. Yeah. I haven't had a lot of like stuff happen from it, but I've heard a lot of great stories.
You can take a Periscope video.
Yeah, it'll save it to my phone and I put it right on YouTube. Magic. It's like a live broadcasting app, but the cool thing about it that makes it different from others is people who follow you, the second you go live, they get an alert on their phone telling them what you're going to talk about and that you're live. And they're going to say, I want to watch this. Like the other day, I was periscoping something in the hallway. I was literally just running around being a dork. And literally 80 people watched that for 4 minutes. It's pretty cool. So I think I like this app. Wickless Wham. Wickless, W-A-H-M, work at home mom. So Wickless, W-A-H-M. That's my handle on almost everything, so if you want to search me and look me up. Yes? Do I post with my link to my personal website? Sometimes. I mean, it's one of those things, nobody really, I mean, they can click it sometimes, but I make a business of like trying to share Scentsy more than sell it, because I want those conversations created. I want someone to talk to me. I want them to like, I don't want them to click it thinking it's a way of not having to talk to me about it. So I share it sometimes. On my Facebook page, I do more than I do my personal profile. My personal profile, I just get those conversations going. I do that call to action, so I have a reason to contact them. So, build those relationships. Yeah?
Do you use Pinterest at all?
Do I use Pinterest?
Obviously.
For my business? No. If you do use Pinterest, the one thing you're going to want to remember is don't repin Scentsy posts. You need to create your own, because when you repin it, it's going to their link. So if your friends see it, they're going to go shop from somebody else, so they're going to do that. So create your own content, and that works the best with a blog. And I don't like to blog, so I don't do a lot of content creation on Pinterest. You can do just, single photo uploads with all the info down below if you want to, but yeah, but make sure it's all, it's authentic, it's original, and don't repin things unless you're able to change the link. Don't forget to change the link. So, okay. Anybody else? You guys want to get out of here and go have fun? Okay.